Welcome to Factorio Recap number 9. My name is Nilaus, and we are recapping the Twitch series. So let me just start by mentioning that this is a series. It's not the same as my Death World series, although the base might look a bit the same. But it's my Twitch Let's Play. It's over at Twitch TV/Nilaus, and I'm streaming it on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central European Time. So do drop on by if you have the opportunity. So this is the 9th episode. That means we've been running this for 9 weeks, and we are in a realm where the last summary I did here was really focused on trying to sort of hit at least a theoretical 1000 science per minute, and we had our new facility here, science facility, which is getting stuff but not really keeping up. I'm having plenty of rocket science coming in, but not enough from these 5 here that should at least have a theoretical maximum of 200 of the other science per minute, these locations. But one of the key points here is that they are actually kind of everywhere, just running out of minerals like this one. Well, that's actually not one of those, but some of them will run out, and when they run out, such as this, you can see there are some open spaces here. Because I'm doing direct mining, then it's going to slow down a lot. But when they're working like this, the speed by which these are filling up is absolutely sufficient to keep all the bases running. So what the objective is for this next week that I'm summarizing here is basically we are going to scale up towards, well, beyond the 1k science. We're going to stabilize things. We are also going to build not a wall. We are not building walls, but we are building something that's not a wall. And what we'll need to do is tap a lot of the additional materials as we scale up. Also, really heavy focus on solar power. I have sort of decided not to make any more nuclear power plants. That means as we keep scaling, we need to aggressively expand our solar panel production. So that's what we have right now. Let's start where we start off. We start at 74,000. So let's jump in and see what's going on after the first stream of the week. Let's do a summary here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the science facilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the other of the rocket launching facilities. Let's take a look. And here we are. We are now 4 hours further into it, and what you can see is we've been expanding a bit on the solar panels, and not so much, but definitely solar panels have been expanded. We've also expanded with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So expanding one more of these out here. We've also been spending a lot of time on to get this up and running. We had to tap new materials or new locations here. Nice big copper area. Wow, someone has forgotten to put modules in it. Huh, I wonder if I come back to this. That's super annoying that I forget this. Well, I'll keep a mental note. Oh, no, you know what? It's much better. For the stream that's going to happen tonight, please yell at me if I haven't fixed this, to check if I fixed this. Thank you. And over here we also have a nice big iron facility. This one's more going to be running a long time. The first ones, of course, will probably run out, but I'm getting into a more comfortable position where I just mark them as X, and then when one of these run out, I just change the next X to whichever one has run out, and then reroute it there automatically. When we then get into positions such as this one, where you can see it's basically running out on both sides, then we're going to do some other stuff to sort of get the last bit of materials out. Just strip mining it like we are doing for this one. This one is strip mining. It's actually pretty good. It's I can't have as many locations supported. This one could probably have a lot of locations because of the mining productivity. But still, we are also at this point, we should be having, yep, all of these are fully saturated. With 6 of these inbound, we are certainly able to keep up, even when some of them are dropping off a bit. This base is not super consistent, and that's one of the things that I didn't really consider it, because the reason why it's not super consistent is because every time one of these locations runs out of iron, copper, coal, or stone, then it will slow down, and until I find which one has slowed down. And that's something we don't really have a good solution for. So we'll have to do some kind of setup for this. Also, when it comes to rockets, we are hovering around the 4,000 mark, and I am definitely starting to launch more rockets than can be kept up here. So we are on the slow decline downwards, but I can always hope that changes from time to time. and it will not have it sort of super fast. So you can see this one, for example. This one I marked it as dead because I don't have enough materials here to really fill up more than a single belt, or more than a single train section. And you can see it's already dropping off here. This is it's okay. It's just the way it is. So that's at this point we're still scaling up the solar, and let's jump forward in time to see where the next expansion is going to be. And here we are. Now what you can see is we have added. Now we have removed this one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're just adding one more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still 8 on this side. So I'm trying to catch up on this side here as well. And also we've been expanding quite aggressively out here on the solar panels. We've also started building a second, or we have built a new science facility here. This one is, yeah, that's something I noticed too late. It doesn't make sense to fix this because it's already fixed. But this train is not coming in because this train got stuck. This is the one that was servicing the location here that we took out. One of the things that we should be mindful of, you can see all of this area has now been filled up. I can barely fill it out more. This one is now going to be the focus, and it's going to expand down in all of this area as much as I can. And then I can't get it any further because that's where these locations will be later on. We are definitely running out of space. That's pretty obvious, and we are not getting enough solar panels, because if we look at our power, we can actually see that the solar power is completely maxed out, and the steam engines, well, they go 1/3 through the night before they drop off and fill up. So this is 9 gigawatts of power, and as we get up to like 10, I mean, what's the maximum we can deliver at this point? This is 5.6 plus 6.8. We're up to 113,000. I'm really looking at a situation where I want 200,000 solar panels. So that means a massive expansion as well. And we can of course start by taking lakes out. But it's really something I have to start thinking about. Where are we going to find locations we can tap and also defend? So we are right now seeing lots of attacks here, and I've made like pretty consistent not a wall here, and I'm probably going to, well, I am going to just tap some more areas here, because there's a nice 29 million, 52 million, 22 million. It says tap this, because that's what we need to keep this, to get number, it says number 6 up and running, and number 7 as well. So those need to be fired up as well. So let's jump forward in time and see it for the last stream of the previous week, what we did there, how we continue to scale here. Now here we are. We can see that, well, unfortunately these two are idling right now, but that's just a momentary thing. We've started tapping this one up here, 27 million of iron. We've tapped this stone here and the coal here as well. We built a massive knotter wall. That is a big knotter wall here. It's just 2 lines of laser turrets. It's pretty obscene amount of laser turrets I throw in here. And I don't have any repairs, so at some point they might just start taking a bit of damage. I've also built another wall up here. And yeah, so that's also kind of safe. What we're going to do is we're going to start clearing out some of the space, because it is just too close. And maybe, you know, maybe we can start taking some of this area out. This is also a perfect opportunity to build another wall, because we also have lots and lots of pollution out in this area. This one could be a solar panel array thing, actually, because there's kind of a lot of space here. But let's see that. This is our biggest issue, because we could build another wall here, and we could build another wall here. But what about all of this? We don't even have any exploration. What we have started to do, but are actually not really completed, is that we have started building a locomotive, or a, what's it called? An artillery train. And we're going to take that out. Probably something like we could make a little station up here and then just fire away at all of this. We can make like station. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Remind me of that. Like these could be easily be stations, 1, 2, 3, 4 stations that will just expand out to a lot of things. Of course, if we go out here and blow stuff up to find out where we are, or even maybe down here, we're gonna have to protect it really well, because there will be some visitors coming in and taking a look at the massive, nice artillery train that we're building. Also, you can see here, we can still expand just a bit down here, but really not that far down. It could expand down there, so that's like, yeah, I don't know. I obviously can't expand further in because I'm going to need 3 of these. My goal is 3,000 signs per minute, and that might actually take 4 of these, but let's see. So that is where we are. Let's look at the power and see we're up above 10 gigawatts of power consumption. We're at 135,000 solar panels, and we need to keep expanding that. And we not just need to keep expanding it, we need to keep expanding it aggressively in order to I mean, there's still this spike here. First of all, we're not even fully solar yet. That still needs 2 more gigawatts of solar power, and we definitely want that. So just a comment on why I'm building solar and not nuclear power, and also the same reason is why I'm making direct mining instead of sort of any other mining. It's because I want to scale this big, and nuclear power plants, they look efficient and they generate a lot of power, but there's a lot of heat calculation, there's a lot of liquid calculations, and that will slow down the game eventually. Same with all the belts or robots that would be needed for transporting what is it? Yeah, the mines, the raw ore into the mines. That would also be a lot of calculations there. So I want to minimize that, and that's why we do the direct mining. We also do, and that's why we transition into solar panels. So it's really important. That's just kind of why I'm doing this the way I'm doing it. And yeah, nothing much to it aside from this. Anyway, we are going to. This is basically where we are at the current moment. Next up is definitely make some rocket artillery. No, artillery trains, get those out, clearing out some space, figuring out what's out here, if we have some bottlenecks for building not a wall. So we can build not a wall maybe up here if need be. This is definitely potential for not a wall, and this. But then we'll figure out what the hell we have down here. That might be sort of our biggest area for expansion. The patches here, they are good patches, 30 million. I don't know if I want to tap a 40 million. 51, I definitely want to. I'll definitely tap that. So yeah, so lots and lots of things. We are still getting really squeezed by the biters. Well, not right now because there are no biters in queue. I've also managed to launch rockets so we get below the 4,000 mark. We lost 2,500 rockets already, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna keep scaling up the rocket launches. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have 9 of those. One is empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So still, we need a few more of these, and I'll build those in these locations first. It will probably mean a bit of congestion on this line, but I don't mind. And that's going to be so that I want to really get to a point, sort of 10 of these, maybe 11, so I also can feed this. And then we have like theoretically at least 2,000 signs per minute, and then we can start figuring out what the next, how to scale even further than that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you want to check it out. It's over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nilaus, and it is on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central European Time. I know that this might not be the best time for you, depending on where in the world you're located, but that's the time that I'm streaming. So yeah, VODs are available on Twitch as well, and you can also, of course, check these summaries out if you're missing a week or something and you just want to sort of get the sense of the progression in the base. So lots of interesting things coming up with new artilleries, not walls, and keep scaling. And we'll start running into some other bottlenecks like trains and finding a clever way to monitor whether they are running out. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you for supporting and keeping this stream here and this series alive over on Twitch from subs and donations. Thank you very much for that. I'll see you guys either here on YouTube or on Twitch or maybe on Discord. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Until then, take care and stay effective.